welcome back to episode 4 of the Business Time series where I'm documenting my training leading up to No Business 100. Now, less than 3 weeks away. It is coming up very, very soon. It's definitely getting down to business time.
I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
Well, Monday, September 25th called for a rest day. It's my normal rest days on Mondays, and I did that. I rested. Didn't do anything other than just, work and let the body rest a little bit. So Tuesday, September 26th called for about an hour easy run and then about another 15-20 minutes of a strength workout. So I went out, did my route here, but I was testing out a new app on the Apple Watch Ultra 2, the Work Outdoors app. For a little bit better customization and the ability to export routes, fit files, things like that. So testing that out, and it was really, really nice. And then came back and did the Caroline Girvan strength, the hips and glutes routine that I like to do. That's just, it's a good one. It is always good. And I did a little bit of things after that as well. So overall, I did about a 7-mile run, 8:41 pace, keeping it pretty chill. And the workout was about 30 minutes long. Well, Wednesday, September 27th called for a hill workout. My coach said I could do this on the incline. However, I'm not too sure if my coach has ever been to the incline because it does say, I could do the recovery section just hiking. Well, I am definitely not Remy Bonnet or Remy Bonnet, however you want to say his name. I do not run the incline at all. It's all power hiking, and then the recovery is slower power hiking. So I went out. I went much longer because I wanted to do a double. So I went up the incline, all 2,768 steps. Started before work when the sun was it was dark. I got to see the sun come up, which was beautiful. Seeing that, got to the top, and then just turned around, came back down. And I think my first descent was roughly 37-ish minutes. I tried to keep it a little bit easier. I took a couple of breaks here and there, and then turned around at the bottom and went back up again. And I think this time was around 42-ish minutes on the ascent. And then once I got to the top, took another turn, go back down the incline again. And so round trip total time was 1 hour 55 minutes for up, down, up, down. That is a PR for me for the double. And overall, it was 5.26 miles, 4,100 feet of gain, almost 4,200 feet of gain. It was definitely a good day on the legs for sure. Well, Thursday, September 28th called for an hour easy run, and I needed it. My legs were definitely sore after the incline double. It's, man, it works the adductors or the abductors and the quads just differently, and the calves were very sore. So took it very easy on the run. But then later on that day, I went to a couple of bike shops. I wanted to try on some cycling shoes to see, get my sizing right, that kind of thing. Because I did purchase a bike. I bought a new gravel bike online. It was the Poseidon Drop Bar X Ambition. It's one I've seen advertised on Facebook and Instagram. It's basically an entry-level gravel bike, but it does have a really, really good frame and a nice carbon fork. So a lot of modifications are possible with this bike if I want to grow into the sport more, but it's going to be perfect for me, and I can't wait to get that in. So Thursday's run was a little over 6 miles, super chill. Really, not over 9-minute pace. Again, my legs were tired. And that night watching Netflix, I got my Air Relax recovery boots out and did that as well a couple of times, just kind of help that recovery process a little bit. Well, Friday, September 29th also called for an easy run of about 45 minutes. And again, my legs were still feeling tired. They were not, definitely not recovered at all. I was feeling a little bit better than Thursday. So I went out, 45-ish minutes, a little over 5 miles, keeping it easy. But then later on that day as well, or kind of throughout the day when I had some time, I was helping my wife prepare for her race. So she was doing the Palmer Lake 24-hour race tomorrow on Saturday. And so she was just going through kind of that organization process of getting all of her nutrition laid out, going through Ultra Pacer to get her splits that she wanted to do, because she had a big goal. She wanted to do 100 miles in the 24 hours, and it's a pretty ambitious goal. So she was kind of doing the steps needed to make sure she was, prepared for that as far as logistics are concerned. Well, Saturday, September 30th was my long run day, and it called for about 3-ish hours. I did have a little bit longer run planned, but first thing in the morning, I went up with my wife to help set her up for her race. It's just a short loop race, and kind of help her get ready to go. Well, out here at the Palmer Lake 24-hour race, I'm not running today. Out here supporting my wife, helping her get set up. They're about to start, probably another 30-ish minutes. And then I'm gonna go run up there in the mountains. I'm gonna go do about 20-ish miles up there, then come back and support her some more today, as much as I can. And then I gotta go back, take care of the kids this evening, and come back after I put them in bed. So be out here as much as I can. She's gonna have a blast. She hasn't done a loop course before. This is only like a 0.82 mile loop around this little lake. Beautiful venue. Should be great weather today for her, so, and all the runners out here.
Go, have a great race, people.
There they go.
Gorgeous day.
Let's go, runners. All right. Right. Let's see, there's Val. Val is wearing my white Hoka shirt, or jacket. There she is. Go, Val. Woo! There she comes. Why? The waist belt?
Yeah.
All right, time for me to go find my route now. I've got my Coros Apex 2 Pro with the GPX route loaded and my Apple Watch Ultra 2 on low power mode, so I can check out the battery consumption in that mode. Punchy climb right off the start. Ooh, well, right after the pavement. Neat little wooden thing, a thingamajig. Well, the watch says it's 25 to 30% grade. That is steep. My. It's pretty though. Well, there's the lake where Valen is running right now. Oh my, this is just straight up, literally 30%. Oh man. No joke, I just saw 39% grade. My. I think I'm headed up there. I think that might be Mount Herman, I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna kind of head down that little ravine there and then go back up to that peak there. If you look in the distance, a different view of Pikes Peak way down there. So beautiful. Just as steep going down the backside. Not really a trail, it's just a washout. But I think this is it. Well, the running was fun while it lasted. Now I have another steep, big climb. Still climbing. All right, now I've got a little ridge and then a big climb up to that. Legs are still feeling Wednesday's double incline for sure. It's good training though. Ah, 47% grade. Oh man, using the hands. I think I'm almost there though. Way down there, that's the lake where Valen is running right now. Oh no. Where's Pikes Peak? Right there. Alright, it says Mount Herman, 8,946 feet. Apparently this is a popular place for paragliding. I can see why. I mean, sheesh. That's awesome. Man, it's so beautiful here. Just the leaves changing. So yeah, pretty loud. I'm gonna stop it before it goes any louder though, because I don't want somebody to think I'm like hurt. But that's pretty cool. And this is the Palmer Reservoir. This is where the town of Palmer gets their drinking water. I need some water. Let's go filter. Man, I so wish I could get in that. That looks so inviting and cool. I did filter a little bit of water. I had to kind of lay down almost and reach my arm down to get to the water. But filtered a flask, drank one. Probably can't swim in that because this is their drinking reservoir. It's probably off limits. I don't know. Oh man, it's pretty. Alright. Alright guys, I'm cutting it short. I'm listening to my body. I am definitely not recovered from the double incline. Legs are just shot. And we're less than 3 weeks from the race now, so I want to be cautious, not do anything dumb. I had 2 big climbs left to do. Probably another 1,000 feet of elevation gain in total, maybe more. My legs just don't have it on the climbs today, right now. So, heading down back into Palmer, I think, at least using the maps on my Apple Watch Ultra 2 here, through the Work Outdoors app. It's saving me. Pretty awesome. So I'm back here at the race now, waiting for Val to come around. I was gonna jump in with her. Looks like she's back that way, maybe a quarter mile. So I'm gonna wait here, jump in with her. Yeah, let's go Valin! Go Val! Woo! Hey? It's not that warm, but it is, and so you need to drink a lot.
I'm trying, but I can't stomach it.
So after I got my wife ready, you saw I did my run as well. I ended up doing about 13.8 miles, 3,400 feet of elevation gain, and that's with, recorded on the Apple Watch Ultra 2. The legs were just dead. They had nothing for the climbs. The steepness of those 2 climbs was just absurd. I mean, it was, I think, 35 to 49% grade, which is just ridiculous. So, and then I did also pace my wife a little bit more. I was just kind of, she was doing a run walk, so I went with her about 4 miles, helping her just kind of move along the race as it is. It's a 24-hour loop, just do lots of loops. And then I did have to leave, go home and take care of the kids a little bit, make them dinner, get them in bed, and then I did come back later on. It was about 9 o'clock when I got back to my wife. And when I got there, I had brought her a vegan pizza to hopefully pick her spirits up a little bit, because she was definitely hurting a good bit. So she ate some pizza, and then we went out and I walked a couple laps with her as well. But unfortunately she did decide to call it quits after about 50 miles. She was just in a lot of pain, the feet, the hips, just a lot of fatigue, because her body wasn't trained. She admits she didn't train properly for something like this. Just kind of wanted to jump in at the last minute because it was a cheap race and have some fun and test her mental strength. And her mental capacity or her strength was really good for this race. So she did a good job with that. It's just her body was not quite ready for it yet. But overall, it was a good day for me. A lot of time on the feet. She got almost 51 miles. That's her second furthest she's ever gone. So it was awesome for her. And she paid for it a little bit when we got home. Definitely had some issues getting up the stairs. Run an ultra marathon, they said. It'll be fun. Oh, but Sunday, October 1st called for another about an hour and a half run or hike. However, my legs were feeling really tired and my HRV scores had been getting lower and lower, just not getting good sleep the last night, obviously with crew and my wife being out late, getting things packed up, getting back home. So I did not run today, took basically a rest day, but I did put my new bike together because it came in on Saturday, so I had to assemble that, kind of do some fine tuning of it, set it up properly, and then bed the brakes in, and that took a little while, but you know, it was awesome. The bike seems to ride really, really well. Definitely a lighter bike, a lot lighter bike than my mountain bike, and yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy it for sure. I'll get a lot of use out of it coming up here in the next couple weeks as I taper for the No Business 100, because I definitely like to work in some cycling during my taper. Well, all in, it was a pretty decent week of running. It was, you know, a little over 44.5 miles, about almost 9,000 feet of elevation gain, so a pretty good amount, decent running for sure. And then I also had the workout, the weight training I did, that was about 30 minutes worth there. And then also some cycling, very, very minimal cycling, you know, almost 2 miles, but I was pedaling uphill pretty quickly, testing out the bike, so I got a little bit of strength work in the legs there. But overall, pretty good week, and now I'm definitely going to go into taper because we are less than 3 weeks away, so this next week will be a lighter week, more cycling in there, and then I'll go into a real taper the last 2 weeks for sure for the No Business 100. Well, training is going well, and I'm excited for the race. I cannot wait to go back to Tennessee, see so many friends and family, and just have an awesome race. Luckily, the government's not going to shut down and not going to throw things up for some craziness. We should be fine there, but looking forward to it for sure. Let me know how your training's going. If you're training for the No Business 100 or any races out there, let me know below in the comments how your training's going, what you're struggling with. I mean, to me, this week was just fatigue from the previous 3 weeks of training. My legs were tired, the incline, and I had some fatigue in the legs for sure. But anyway, thanks for watching. I do appreciate you all. If you have not already, go back and take a look at last week's episode on this side over here of the series. You can take a look at that, and then I'll throw the No Business playlist up on the other side. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.
It's been